Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today I'm going to tell you what to do if your cycle crashes. Grab yourself a healthy snack and a beverage. It could be unhealthy, I don't really care, no judgment. Stand by. Alright fishy folks, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with the cycle stuff, I just want to say to my Canadian friends, suck it. USA beat Canada, CONCACAF League Championship, whatever the hell the tournament was called, yesterday Sunday, today's Monday, you'll see this on Tuesday. We beat Canada 2-0, and a couple days before that, Thursday, we crushed Mexico 3-0. If you're a soccer or football fan in the rest of the world, you know how important that is. And to all my Canadian friends, maybe some of you are watching Fish Tropic, perhaps? Ha. All right, enough about soccer, because I know most of you don't care, but I do. Let's talk about what to do if your cycle crashes. You come home from work, you come home from school, you wake up, and you have some dead fish, and you're not that new that you know, oh, I got to check my water parameters. And you check, and you have a spike of ammonia or nitrates, or nitrites, something is really, really wrong, your cycle has crashed. What to do? Well, step 0, if you will, is to stop the fish death. So what I'm going to tell you is to do a fish in cycle, a safe fish in cycle. Now, I've done a whole video on it. I'll link it up here. I suggest you watch it, but I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version right now. To do a safe fish in cycle, you need a water conditioner that neutralizes ammonia and nitrite. I like to use Fritz Complete. I get mine at KJE There's a link down below. Keith is my boy. He's a small veteran-owned business, and his prices rock. I mean, they really are good. So check out KJE Aquatics. Fritz Complete. Now, if you have Seachem Prime, it's a very similar product. That will work also. Or if you have Seachem Safe or Fritz ACCR, both the powder versions of the liquid version, they will work as well. You can safely dose up to 5 times Fritz Complete or Seachem, whatever the product is, in your fish tank. And you would dose 1 dose for every 1 part per million over 0 for ammonia and nitrite. So as an example, you have 2 parts per million ammonia and 3 parts per million nitrite. You are going to 3 times dose. So if the dose is 1 capsule for normal water change, you're going to dose how many? That's right, 3, not 5, not 9, not 6, not the square root of 62 divided by pi, and not 69. Sorry, 12 inside. I had to put that in there. Okay? That's what you do. If you want more instruction, watch the video I linked above, and it'll also be at the end. Now, you have to figure out what you did to crash the cycle. Did you clean your filters really, really good with soap and water? That will kill all the beneficial bacteria. Did you clean all your filters using tap water? Now, there's a theory, and I believe it's true, that there isn't enough surface contact time with chlorinated water if you're rinsing out your filters to kill all the beneficial bacteria. But if you have high chlorine or chloramines in your water and you soak them or rinse your filters, you could actually kill your beneficial bacteria. Soap is a no-no. Bleach, no-no. That kills everything, so we don't want that. So if you've done that, if you've taken out your substrate and replaced it, if your filters have gotten dry, if you left them out of the water for, a day and they're still a little wet, all that stuff will potentially crash your cycle. If you had a fish die and you didn't know, and now it's rotting away behind the filter and it's causing excess ammonia, that will crash your cycle. If you do a water change and forget to use your water conditioner, it could affect your cycle. It depends on the chlorine level and how much water you've changed. Have you added an excess amount of fish quickly without letting the cycle catch up, without buying a seeded sponge filter from Michael's Fish Room? All these things can crash your cycle. You got to figure out what it is. What I recommend to do is have 2 filter, either filters or filter pads. So as an example, you have a 20 high It's in your living room. You have 2 sponge filters. You clean one sponge filter 1 week. 2 weeks later, you clean the other sponge filter, right? You have a hang-on back filter. You have a aqua clear with, and you've thrown away the carbon because I've told you it's useless and you don't use it. So, and you've filled it in with more sponges. So now you have one biological filter media bag and 2 sponges in your aqua clear. You take one sponge out, you clean it, you put it back, 2 weeks later you clean the other one. See what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you catching what I'm pitching? By the way, your boy is back 100% mentally healthy. June is still Men's Mental Health Month though, so check on your friends. I've been checking on mine because I'm good and I can help. All right. Once you've done your fishing cycle, you know your fish are safe, you know they're going to live, you know you're not going to most likely lose any more. If you lose them, you were going to lose them no matter what you did anyway. So you got to figure out what you did. Now, I recommend, like I said, dosing with Fritz Complete. I would do a large volume water change, 75%, fill it up, do that double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, whatever dose you have to do, and then figure out how you crashed your cycle. Now, if you're planning on changing your substrate, or you're planning on adding a bunch of fish at once, or you want to get a new filter, any of those things that could cause it, you can preemptively do a fish-in cycle. It's very easy and very safe and really not that expensive. So people, if you crash your cycle, you're going to want to do a fish-in cycle. If you think you're going to crash your cycle because you got some substrate, let's say when you started, your 5-year-old daughter wanted the clown puke gravel, and now she's not interested anymore, and you've taken over the tank, and you don't like the clown puke gravel, so you take all the gravel out and you put something really nice in. Sand, dirt, blue gravel, I don't know, you put something else in. Beneficial bacteria are colonized on every surface in the fish tank. The majority, I'm no expert, but I would say probably upwards of 80% are in your filter. The rest are on the surfaces, the glass, any decorations you have, and in the substrate, because substrate, little rocks, have lots of surface area for this beneficial bacteria to grow and multiply, right? If you take that substrate out, you've lost a portion of your beneficial bacteria. You have to get it back. In order to get it back, you have to let it reproduce. It doubles in size approximately every 24 hours, so it shouldn't take too long. However, you want to do the safe fishing cycle to save anything that you can, okay? Guys, that's it. It's really not rocket science. If you're a newbie and you've made it to the end of this video, watch my video on the nitrogen cycle. It's very simple because I'm not the brightest guy in the world and I like to explain things simply so everyone understands. That's the most important thing. If you're new to this hobby, learn the nitrogen cycle. Learn how you get ammonia, how you get nitrite, how you get nitrate, how you get rid of all 3. Learn how pH affects that. There's 1,000 videos at least on YouTube. There's probably 10,000 videos on the subject. All right, fishy folks, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. Suck it, Canada. Starbucks is better than Tim Hortons. And that's all I got. Check out my website, michaelsfishroom.com, to buy some guppies or cories or plecos. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy shirts from Teespring down below. This is a new one. I'm not for everyone. I'm not. Some people can't handle all this good lookingness, the baldness, and the good cook and hilarity that will ensue. All right, now I'm rambling. Have a great day. So you can dose Fritz Complete up to 5 times the recommended dose and you would dose Prime or Seachem Complete. See, I fucked it up. I gotta start again because I don't even know. Yeah, but I'll just give you the quick, like the Reader's Digest version, if you will. Not virgin. I said Reader's Digest version. My mind is in the gutter. I am skebe. If you speak Japanese, you know what I'm saying. That's a blooper. But if you don't have time to watch the video or you don't want to help out the channel and watch the video 300 times anyway, I'll give you the quick Reader's Digest version. What I recommend, I'll put a link up here on how I do a fishing cycle. But if you don't want to read that, so what do you do if you crash your cycle? Step 0 is saving whatever fish you have left. No more death, that's what we want. You have to do a safe fishing cycle. I'll link a video up here that I've done on the fishing cycle. I post it all the time on social media. It's got tons of views. It's a proven method to work. But you need to do a safe fish in cycle. I recommend using Fritz Complete. I get mine at I'm gonna start over because I don't know where I left off. Save whatever fish you have left. No more death. That's what we want. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, fishy folks. Today,